Hi y'all, it's Miss Warren here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a viewfinder for art. These are the materials you'll need: string, pencil, ruler, scissors, and either glue or tape. So let's start by measuring our paper, and because our paper that we normally use is either 8 by 10 or 10 by 8, I'm going to measure exactly 8 centimeters from the edge of this paper. Then I'm going to move my ruler down and I'm going to measure exactly 10 centimeters from the top of the paper. So you'll want to measure 8 centimeters again here, and then you can line your ruler up with your marks and draw a straight line. You'll do that again on the bottom. So what you should have is a rectangle that measures 8 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Then I'm going to measure 2 centimeters down from the top. On both sides. And then I'm going to measure 2 centimeters up from the bottom on both sides. And now I'm going to measure 2 centimeters from the sides, from both the inside and the outside of the rectangle. Then I'm just connecting those lines with my ruler to make this new rectangle inside the larger rectangle 2 centimeters smaller on the length and the width of the first rectangle. I know that sounds a little confusing, but if you watch the video fully through and then start on your own, I think it will make sense. Now I'm just marking the exact middle of this inner rectangle. It's 6 centimeters long, and so half of that is exactly 3 centimeters. It's 4 centimeters wide, so half of that is exactly 2 centimeters. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut the whole thing out. So now I'm taking a regular old cereal box. This is Rice Krispies. I'm flipping it over and I'm tracing my rectangle on the back. And the reason I do this is because the cereal box will give the viewfinder some stability. In other words, it will hold its shape as I use it for a viewfinder. I always make 2 just in case I lose one or I mess up. Okay, so now I'm very carefully cutting out the middle rectangle. I'm doing this very carefully, and I'm doing it with an X-Acto knife because I'm left-handed and scissors and I just don't get along. Once I have that cut out, I'm going to lay it over the cardboard or the cereal box, and I'm going to draw out that same square and cut out that square. So as you can see, I had to do this a couple of times because, like I said, scissors and I don't get along, and it's pretty important that the inside of your viewfinder is exactly right. Now I'm taking a piece of string and I'm taping it down to the exact middle that I marked earlier. This is where it really comes in handy to have friends so that you can ask someone to hold it for you, hold it steady, hold it tight, but tape works pretty well. This is the part where you glue the white part to the cereal box and cut off the string for purposes of time. I taped this just so that I could finish it within the allotted time. Then you will take your viewfinder and label it, put it in the portrait view and the landscape view. That way you're always ready.